My name is Derek, and today I'll be giving you a story time and summary of the novel The Kite Runner. Today I'll be discussing the plot, important things like conflicts, important moments, redemption, important themes, things like the problems from the past, friendship, morals of the story, racism, and male friendship. And I'll be showing you how a small kite ran the plot of a lost friendship of 20 years. First, I'll be giving you a background of the novel. The key characters of the novel are Amir, Hassan, and Asef. The novel takes place in Afghanistan, and it also starts in the 1970s. So, at the beginning of the story, Amir and Hassan are young, and they are best friends at the beginning. But the issue is that Hassan is an ethnic minority, and at this time, racism is strong. And the other key character is Asef, and he is the antagonist who is also a racist. And just a small thing is that Amir loves kite fighting. So at the beginning of the plot, Amir Amir wins a kite fighting tournament. So then the kite gets lost after he wins, and then Hassan, as his best friend, goes and chases after the lost kite. And while that's happening, Asef kind of sees Hassan going after it, and then he goes and chases after him also. So then Hassan gets caught by Asef, and he gets raped. And Amir happens to just discover him and see it, and then he's just filled with guilt. I don't think it's stated in the story, but I believe that Hassan does know that Amir did witness it, but it's not stated, so I didn't include it. But after the incident, they drift apart as friends because of the awkwardness created from the incident. And so later on in the story, like maybe a couple months, Amir and his father leave and move to California. Now the story just moves on forward up to the late 90s to early 2000s. So Amir is grown up as an adult now and gets married. But now Amir gets a call from his old friend, and he updates Amir about what has happened in Afghanistan. So his old friend tells him that Hassan had a child when he grew up, but he got murdered with his wife by the Taliban, who they now run Afghanistan. So his friend tells him that he wants him to come back and take care of Hassan's child, Sohrab. So Amir decides that he'll head back to Afghanistan and he'll go and save the child. But he is alerted that a Taliban official has the child. So Amir decides, okay, he'll meet with the official, and he finds out that the official is Asef. So I believe that in the story, Asef recognizes Amir, and he tells him that they have unfinished business from the past. So then they both mutually agree that let's just fight it out for the custody of the child, Sora. So the fight is going all Asef's way, but he nearly wins. But Sohrab, who had a slingshot, hits Asef right in the eye. I believe it was the right eye in the story, and that temporarily blinds Asef, and that just allows them both of them to run away and just fly back to California. And at the end of the story, Amir takes Sohrab kite fighting just like in the past. So the themes of the story: redemption. It was Amir failing to intervene with what was going on with Asef and Hassan as children, but then afterwards, 20 years later, he goes back and saves Sohrab, and at least leaves on a good note with Hassan. Problems of the past. Both of them just lost each other as friends due to issues that in the past that never got resolved and just left them separated. And friendship. Despite a lost friendship, Amir still goes and helps out Hassan's family despite them not being friends for many years. So the morals of the story: racism. Racism creates nothing but trouble for everyone involved, as it's prevalent now and back then. Now racism is like still ongoing, and it still does nothing to help people and just hurts everyone involved. Male friendships. The inability of opening up to each other about problems and issues. The problem was bad back then probably, And it's bad now too because like me as a male, I know that you know, I have a tough time being able to share information about myself to others because it's kind of awkward about that because that's how society has made it to be with male friendships. And the outro. So we went over the plot, important themes, morals of the story, and I showed you how a small kite literally ran the plot of a lost friendship of 20 years. And that's it. My name is Derek. Thank you for watching.